Welcome back to Pirate Radio broadcast Madden 25 with the draft pick 2026. We're gonna bring you we already brought you the Dallas Cowboys game. Cowboys and the Rams. There's a little glitch in the Cowboys, but they have they have brought in George Pickens. So we're going to be seeing George Pickens in the second week. So, but right now, we are going to present the next game.
EA Sports to the game.
Alright. Is everybody excited? I'm excited. Slam dunk? Hey, Vatos, I'm excited. Bobby J? What? Grandpa? Cowboys gonna lose. We're not broadcasting the Cowboys, Grandpa. We already broadcasted the Cowboys. Oh. Rams are gonna win. No, never mind. Oh my gosh. It's gonna be one of those days. Grandpa, we already broadcast the Cowboys Rams. Oh, so the Rams are gonna win. Yeah, the Rams won the game. So they're gonna win. Grandpa, please. What are you doing? I'm just trying to figure this out. What'd you say? What's gonna happen? What do you mean what's gonna happen? Grandpa, what are you talking about? Alright. Get that box out of the way. Alright. I thought we already broadcast the Cowboys Rams. We did. What the hell happened? Alright, is this the right? I mean, these are draft picks. The 2026, right? I hope so. Yeah, okay. You got Joe Milton and Will Greer. Grandpa. Unbelievable. When you get that box out of the way. So what are we doing here? What are we doing? Why does it say 81 out of 75 players? I don't know. Will you get that box out of the way? I got it. Thank you. So, what happened? Well, there's George Pickens. Alright, George Pickens.
This is the player card. Here you can see your strengths and weaknesses by looking at your archetype ratings. Here are a player's motivations. How well your team aligns with each player's motivations will determine how interested that player is in re-signing with your team or joining your team as a free agent.
Okay, so there's George Pickens. So what happened? I don't know. What are you talking about? We already broadcast this game. Alright, okay. So George Pickens is now with the Cowboys. And so basically we have to play this game all over again. And we got 81 players out of 75. So we're over. Yeah, we are. We got 6 players over. 6 players. So what's going on? How can there be 6 players? We gotta cut 6 players. Alright, so there's 6 players that shouldn't be on the team. But where? And whom? So who's not supposed to be there? I don't know. I'm confused. I'm confused. Alright, so okay, so I guess
Welcome to Weekly Strategy. Each week you can find valuable information about your upcoming opponent. You can choose one game plan focus with pros and cons that will carry over into game day. There is a recommended focus already selected, or you can choose from 6 different options. This shows some basic stats about your upcoming opponent. You can also view more specific play calling information by accessing the full report. This is your team profile, where you can find stats and play calling information about your team. Each week you can select a weekly team goal that will award stat points. Choose focus players each week who will earn extra XP. You can also unlock up to 3 more focus players through the staff talent trees. Start training to see the training recap from the week.
I'm confused. 6 players over. Yeah. Okay. How did that happen? I don't know. Alright, Trayvon Diggs and Bell get the upgrades. See, I'm confused. We already played this game. Yes, we did. Alright, so... And... Just... Correct me if I'm wrong, but... I'm looking at the screen. Yeah, you're right. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm looking up there. It says 81 out of 75 players. So that we got 81 on the team, but we're supposed to have 75. Right. And how did that happen? I don't know. And George Pickens, when we first broadcast this game, had yet to be signed. And now he's on the team. Right. So that means we picked up 6 players besides George Pickens. Yeah. And who are they? I don't know. Okay. Alright. Let's just go with the flow here, people. I'm confused. I don't know what's going on. I'm confused. But these are the 2026 draft picks.
Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Cowboys and the Rams, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Alongside Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. And finally, Brock, we can say it. Football is back. Look at that, we can even practice that. Wins and losses don't quite count just yet, partner. But for a lot of people, us included, we are just happy to see games being played once again.
Yeah, it's been a long wait for fans of the sport. It's one thing to have a draft and OTAs. It's another to actually start hitting one another. And I know for these guys on the field, they can't wait to hit somebody else. It's also time to fight for roster spots and start shaping the roster for week number 1.
Okay, let's take a look at who's who. We got Dak Prescott for the Cowboys, Joe Milton III, and Will Greer. The Rams, Matthew Stafford, Jimmy Garoppolo, and you got Stetson Bennett IV. How about the offense? Okay. For the Cowboys, Javonte Williams, Miles Sanders, Jaden Blue, Deuce Vaughn, got the fullback, and Phil Maffa. For the Rams, Kyren Williams, Blake Corum, Jacquez Hunter, or Jacquez, Cody Schrader, and Ronnie Rivers. The fullback. Okay, Colby Parkinson, a tight end. For the Cowboys, you got Hunter Luepke. And then the receivers, C.D. Lamb, George Pickens, Jalen Tolbert, Cavante Turpin, Paris Campbell, Jonathan Mingo, Jalen Brooks, Ryan Flournoy, and then the rest of the crew. But for the Rams, you're going to have Puka Nakua, Davante Adams, Tutu Atwell, Jordan Whittington, you got Quintez Cephas, Britton Covey, Konata Mumfield, Javier Exavar Smith, and then the rest of the crew. And of course the tight ends, Tyler Higbee, Colby Parkinson, Terrence Ferguson, got Davis Allen, Anthony Torres, Alex Ward, and for the Cowboys, Jake Ferguson, John Stevens, Brevon Span. You say Spawn, I say Span. Okay, Princeton Fant and Trent Sieg. So those makes up the offense. So let's get to the game.
We're just seconds away from getting this one started. And here we go from LA. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. seasons as a pro and MVP runner-up finish in year number 9, Dak Prescott.
I don't think I'm alone in this, Kate. To me, Dak is one of the easiest players to root for their success in the NFL. I think for me and for many others, it's based on all he's overcome, from tough playoff losses to significant injuries. And his leadership, his stats, his ability to play like an MVP in big moments, at his best, he really is all you could ever ask for.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? Well, put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action, right? When you really just gouge and gash a defense like that, the next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball to go right over their head.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Draw play. This is Williams. He's across midfield into Rams territory. Good run gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
2nd and 3 now. There's a give up the middle now to their fullback. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I don't know, Kate. I think maybe they were only expecting to get a couple yards when they call the fullback's number. And not only will they take it, they might give him the rock again.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Dak off the play fake. Finds him on the crossing route. And they kick this down to the 28. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. This ball's caught by Pickens. He's going to be out of bounds right along the 20.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there in the first down opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket, you get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They'll go from the gun with Sanders. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. You have that call you had ready though? You can recycle it, save it for later for that next third down coming.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. They'll run the toss for Williams. He got what he could there, only to the 14. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Straight ahead with Williams. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Pretty obvious, this defense, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
His drive has been excellent. A few shots now, it's starting with 6 as they come up on it. First and goal. Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Nothing doing that time, and it leaves them on second and goal.
I know they had bigger visions when they called that play. This is one of those spots, Kate, where when the defense is dialed in, especially in the red zone, it's very tough to surprise them with anything.
King's kick is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
This return makes it up to the 25. So here come the Rams on offense, ready for their opening drive. And they're brought out by the 16-year pro, rebounded from an injury last season, Matthew Stafford.
Stafford just continues to fight off injuries, and he continues to battle father time. And it is remarkable. There's a lot of quarterbacks as we see him age, we see the arm fall apart. We see the wear and the tear and the velocity disappear. You're just not seeing that with Stafford. You can question how long the journey may continue, but you cannot question how productive he is when he's on that field.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. They send Nakua in motion left. And he breaks up that throw for the moment of good defensive play as we hear what this plan's about. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag.
Still first down.
Give to Williams from the gun. Having gained up that handful there. Kair Elam getting there for the sub. He'll take 5 on the carry. That gets him back to even. Second and 10 now.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Stay on the ground with Williams. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third down. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They're set up at the 35 now. Throwing now on first down, Stafford. Catch is made down the right sideline. He's inbound right at the 40-yard line. They got 24 yards on the play. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Sanford now on first down. Throw reeled in by Higby. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Now here Elam getting there for the stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options, well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Quite the opening drive they've put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. On first down, here's Stanford. He gets this one in Nakua. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he runs this one in, touchdown Los Angeles. The Rams pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Kyron Williams the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
On comes Joshua Carty to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams want the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their away drive. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. As this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Back out come the Cowboys for their second drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Set, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Prescott. The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call. He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Gotta stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up.
Still first down.
Here's Dak. That throw finds Pickens. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. Throwing on first is Prescott. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down to the 47.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Play action, Prescott. Nearly intercepted. He almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up third down.
You feeling lucky? Do you? Well, he should, because quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Connection on the last play, and now it's third down. The play fake, he'll throw. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Loose set of downs for him from the 46. First and 10, Prescott. Completed here to Pickens. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10. Handoff goes to Williams, running right. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. We've got a stoppage here. There's a player out there in some pretty obvious discomfort being worked on. All hopes, of course, that it's nothing serious, especially here in the preseason. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Fullback dive up the gut. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. But following that play, we have somebody shaken up. And man, with so many guys fighting for roster spots, you never want to see someone get hurt. Hopefully they can fix him up quick. Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. It's also Williams headed right. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball and put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, that came at the perfect time.
Headed in the wrong direction, Brock, as they take second and goal now from the 13. A handoff to Williams. And he found a little room to turn it into a nice gain down to the 6. It's a 7-yard pickup, but still a ways away for third and goal.
Well, that doesn't net a first down, you get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Not quite sure what the thinking is here. They brought out the kicking team. Gaines' kick is good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point Brock as they send this off and away. Coming now to return this. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Rams headed back after their second drive now. And so far they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They fake the handoff now, Safford. He lets a heater go deep. It's intercepted. Picked off by Lee Cooker. And the Cowboys get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Prescott to throw. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. Well, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
The best offenses in the league, and I don't really care what level it is, Kate, they stretch you vertically and they'll stretch you horizontally. You show them that same look and just push the ball vertical, they'll catch on to it. But you start to mix and match and run these guys across the field, you become dangerous.
Partner, I'm not sure I understand the strategy here. It looks like they're lining up for a field goal. Gaines' kick is good, and they've taken back the lead.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points in drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range, and he's delivering.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Coming now to return this. This return makes it up to the 25. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there 1 play before they were picked off.
They're kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these guys are offensively. A lot of game left. They could give the passing game a little breather and start this one on the ground.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Nair Elam getting there for the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 28. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They go with Williams on the counter. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Stop for no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th and 2.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Rams going to punt on 4th down, and they're calling Ethan Evans to the field. He's got this at the 27, and he's brought down before the return gets far. It's a 54-yard punt that time, and the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. They're set up at the 35 now. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Called in outside. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They'll run. This is Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. We've got a close one here. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment.
Okay, we're going to be right back with the 2nd quarter. Right after this little station break.